Hey guys, Kevin here. So another trip on the ferry, heading from New York back to Vermont. And I already did a tour of the ferry, and I'll link that down below in the description if you want to check that one out. I do have a nice, I'm right on the edge of the ferry, and what I'll do is I'll show you a little bit of the scenery once we start departing here. But I figured today would be a good day to little introduction video, kind of who I am, what the channel's about, and what my hopes are with this channel. So yeah, let's get started and I'll tell you all about me. Okay, and we're getting ready to jump off here. So, as the name of the channel says, my name's Kevin. I like to explore. I like traveling, love going places, and I know there's a lot of different travel channels that focus on like Disney, different parts of the world, but I didn't really see any for Vermont, and I know that Vermont relies heavily on tourism. That's one of its main attractions. It's an absolutely beautiful state. Skiing, 4 seasons, or if you're, you know, as we call it 5, because you do have mud season, kind of in between winter and spring when you have the winter thaw. So yeah, there's 5 seasons. And I thought I would focus a little bit on some of the travel, the tourism, what there is to do in Vermont. It's a small state. Our population's, 500, 600,000 total. Our biggest city has a population of 40 to 50,000, depending on if college is in session or not, because that adds 10, 12, 15,000 to the population base, but that's only when college is in session. And I know there's a lot of misconceptions. We do have to deal with Bernie Sanders and his socialism, and like him or not, he comes from Vermont, so we get associated with Bernie Sanders. But there's a lot to Vermont. Outdoor activities, hunting, fishing, skiing, snowmobiling, a lot of tourism with the fall foliage, the leaves changing colors. So I just wanted to focus on that and some of the places where you can go visit, see the sights of the state and how spectacular it can be. In addition to, you know, some of the off the beaten path restaurants, you know, little mom and pop places that you normally wouldn't think about visiting. So that's kind of what I wanted the main focus of the channel to be on, in addition to some DIY stuff. I do have a construction background. I did spend 20 years in construction. Transition now, I'm in sales. Much easier on the body than construction. As I get older, the body tends to ache a little bit more. And you may or may not notice, but I do have a speech impediment. I do stutter, and I don't notice it much when I'm talking. When I'm editing the videos, I do notice it. So if you do see some double words or a little bit of hesitation or a little bit of stammering, that is my, you know, I do have a speech disability, and I have not let that slow me down. I don't pay any attention to it. I don't worry about it. It doesn't bother me. So that would be, yeah, like I said, the most that I can tell is when I'm editing, then it stands out to me when I'm doing that. I did go through years of speech therapy to try and learn how to talk slower, or that my mind was going faster than my mouth could keep up. This was back in the 70s, as I age myself here. Yeah, you know, not that the white beard couldn't give my age away. But yeah, they wanted me to talk very slowly, and they felt that would help eliminate the stuttering that I do have. Yeah, that didn't work for me. That's just not who I am. So I just don't let it slow me down. Doesn't bother me. I don't pay any attention to it. All right, so if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I would love feedback on the video as far as the quality of it. If there's parts you do like, don't like, want to see, don't want to see, just, yeah, any and all feedback is welcome. So, all right, that's enough of me talking and my mug. I'm going to go ahead and do some B-roll, I guess is what they call it. We'll do some scenery as we cross the lake here. One other thing I did want to mention with the videos would be the uploading frequency. I'm shooting for 1 to 3 times a week. I do have a full-time job. This is just a little side gig kind of a thing, doing it in my spare time as I travel. I do work in sales, so I travel the state a lot, and I get to see, you know, a lot of different things, and I'll stop when I can and try and find a, you know, if it's a good tourist area, then I'll stop and shoot some video. But yeah, I'm looking at 1 to 3 times a week. So, okay, back to the scenery.